Hello, Saints Academy, parents and guardians. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I pray that you are being safe and doing well amidst this pandemic. I felt like now's the time for you to hear from me. Saints Academy will begin our school year on Monday, August 24th at 8 o'clock a.m. We will be using a remote learning program similar to the Launch Ed program that was introduced by OCPS. All right? This is a hybrid. It's a hybrid model where students learn from home while they are registered at school. Our teachers will teach from their classrooms, and we prefer that all of our students not be on campus at this time. So there will not be any students on campus. We will be learning remotely. All right. I sent a letter yesterday. I just wanted to refer to that letter and give you more details. You're well aware of the online remote program. We did that the last 9 weeks of school, and you did a great job. Congratulations on distance. At that time, we were calling it distance learning. Parents and guardians, some of you have not turned in your award letters yet. We have to have an award letter for your students. We have to enroll them on the system. So I need all award letters to be turned in as soon as possible. Let me give you a couple of deadlines. The Family Empowerment Scholarship, the FES scholarship, has a deadline of August 2nd. This is a drop-dead deadline. The Department of Education legally will not allow us to enroll your child if we don't have the scholarship in for them by August 2nd. That's for the FES, Family Empowerment Scholarship. If you're not sure which scholarship your child is on, please call the office and ask Mrs. Wade or her staff, and they would be happy to look it up and let you know. If your child was on the Family Empowerment Scholarship last year, we just clicked a button and we already went ahead and re-enrolled them. But again, I would just double check if I were you, if you were not sure. For those parents who have students on the Step Up for Student scholarships, that is the scholarship with the 6-digit ID number. Your deadline is August 7th. Again, that's a drop-dead deadline, and they will not let me enroll any students after that time. So I'm going to ask you today to please go ahead and forward your award letters to my email. Send them to me personally, and that's Vivian1233@gmail.com. Okay? All right. Parents, it is mandatory in this remote module that we're going to be using. It's mandatory for your students to log into class each day. This is going to be a real-time online learning program. Attendance is taken daily, and attendance is mandatory. The Department of Ed has asked us to comply with attendance requirements, and if it's necessary, they've alerted us to get the truancy division involved. We don't want to do that. We want you, if your child is enrolled in Saints Academy, we want you to be sure that they are logging on every morning. They need to be online at 8 because that is going to be part of their instructional minutes. Okay, it is mandatory that parents provide internet connectivity for their students. If you don't have internet access within the next few weeks, I need you to let me know, and I want you to call the office or call me, and we will look into that and see what resources are out there for families to provide connectivity. But you have to be connected to the internet. Again, it is mandatory for your students to attend every session. According to the Florida Department of Education, your child must have 5 instructional hours a day. All right? The way that we have set up the day, they will get 5.5 instructional hours a day. All right, and so that will definitely satisfy that requirement. So here is your schedule. Each of our classes will have a class schedule, and so those schedules will range from 8 to 12, and then from 12 to 1, we are going to allow your student to have that hour for lunch. Okay, they will have to log back on at 1 o'clock from 1 to 2:30, and that will give them their 5.5 instructional hours for that day. They will have homework and things to do a little bit later, but that will take care of their instructional hours. Lunches will be provided. Your child, once you enroll and do the lunch form from the office, your child is enrolled in the National School Lunch Program. And so the vendor is going to provide a box of lunches, breakfast, lunches, and snacks for the entire week for every child that is on the lunch program. Okay, so we will provide lunches for them. And on Fridays, up and through, I guess, through the end of September, the school will provide boxes of food for families. Okay, so the National School Lunch Program is going to provide lunches daily for your students, and then the school is going to provide weekly boxes of food and whatever comes in those boxes for your family. We're going to use the same remote engine that we used the last 9 weeks of 2019, and that was through Zoom. Most of you are familiar with Zoom, but the teacher must see your child on Zoom. Okay, there is to be no chatting. We noticed that prior to when we were using this program, the kids were chatting and talking among themselves while the teacher was teaching. There won't be any of that at all. This is not optional. I'm choosing this model for your students. Therefore, I'm expecting full cooperation by our parents. I think it's too soon to bring your children back on campus, and therefore we are going to keep them safe. And so with that having been said, I am going to ask for your cooperation with me. We will have a remote learning training session to reiterate online do's and don'ts. We're going to ask you to sign up for that, and we'll let you know when that's going to be, and I need parents to please sign up. I need you to make sure that you have a workable email address, because that's how we're going to communicate with you. Our teachers are going to send email updates about your child's progress, and I want them to do that every week or week and a half. If you don't get an update from a teacher in a week or a week and a half, please notify me. Your child should not have 5 missing assignments, 9 missing assignments. That is unacceptable. So we're going to improve communications between the parents and the school. So please feel free to let me know if you don't get an update from your child's teacher after a week or a week and a half. Finally, let me say welcome back to you. I'm so thankful that you are bringing your most valuable commodity back to Saints Academy. And may the blessings of the Lord be upon you and your family is my prayer. God bless you. Have a great rest of your day. And I can't wait for us to start back our wonderful upcoming 2021 school year. God bless. Goodbye now.